Hello, welcome to my channel, and this is Croatia Vibes. My name is Katarina and we talk all about Croatia in this channel. I've been living in Croatia for the past 6 years, so I'm really a Croat. A Croat who is serious about Croatia and who loves Croatia. So I would like you also to love Croatia, but maybe not. Some people have really doubts of coming to this country, and not just coming, but coming to start their lives, to live in this country. Of course, as human beings, we are really meant, or we really like to do the things that we always do, and something that we don't really take risks. So many human beings don't want to take risks, and one of the risks that you will take when you come to Croatia to live in this wonderful country is the money, because money is really important for every person in this world. It is what really solves most of your problems and most of your issues. Although many people say that money is not everything, but hey, without money you are really done. There, things are not really going to work out for you. So today I want us to talk about how to make money in Croatia, and especially for somebody like you who is thinking of moving to Croatia or coming to live in Croatia, but you have big doubts on how you can make money in this country for you to live a comfortable life. The good news is that you don't need a lot of money to live in this country. You just need there about maybe 1,500 euros to live in this country per month, because it's not an expensive country. Maybe next year when we move to the euros, because now we use kunas, this currency here, what you can see here, then maybe it's going to be more expensive. But for now, 1,500 euros, you're good to go. And that is with your family. If you are living in an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment, and providing food for your family, and of course the basic needs, then 1,500 euros is enough for a family of 5. So then let's go and see what you need to make money. One thing that you need, or a job that you can do here in Croatia, or a business, because for me, I'm really business oriented. I really like to do business, and that is really my area of specialty. So then one thing and one business that you can start here in Croatia is photography business. So Croatia has really stunning views. It has dramatic landscapes. We have uncountable rivers. We have very beautiful mountains. We have the snow. We have the clouds, the mist. We have the beaches. We really have everything that it takes to be a good landscape photographer. So if you want to, if you have the passion of being a photographer, you can just come to this country and start that as a career. So I know you're asking yourself, how am I going to make money through being a photographer? What you can do is just take the photos, of course, do the process of editing them and doing everything, and then you can publish them on this print on demand website, for example, Printful, and also Etsy, where people just order according to what they need, and when they order, then the painting or the photo is published, and then it is sent to the buyer, and then of course you're going to share your money with the Printful or the other website that you might decide to work with for your website. So, or you can also create your own website where you can be selling your own photos or your own portraits, and in that way then it is going to be easier for you to sell and to keep all the profit for yourself. So that is one way you can make money here, because then you can make beautiful photos that people would want to buy, and you can sell internationally. So you don't need the Croatian people to buy your photos. You need other people from the rest of the world to buy your photos, and for sure there are plenty of people who are interested in buying Croatian portraits and also photos, because there are plenty of Croatians who are living outside this country, and also they love to have something that comes from their own country. So maybe you can capture that market and make it your own market. So if you're into photography, go with that and run with it. The second business that you can do here is the accommodation business, and that is what I'm doing right now. So what you do is that you can rent or lease a building, and then you turn that building into an accommodation building, maybe a hotel or maybe a holiday home, or you can also just turn it into a hostel. So then it is up to you, depending on your budget. You can rent or lease and then rent it out to tourists during the high season. If you choose your location right, so for example, for me, I live in the area of Plitvice, so I know for sure in the high season, and that is during July and the month of August, I'll get clients. So then during that time you can make some money, and of course you can be able to cater for your family if you don't have very high budget. If your only need is just to live a comfortable life, a life without noise, a life without a lot of worries, then you can provide for your family that way. Also in the low season with accommodation businesses, if you have a good accommodation, you'll still get clients in the low season. Like for example, for me, I have right now I have 2 holiday homes that I'm renting out. Of course, I'm working on building more, but now I have 2, and one of them is doing very well on booking.com and also on croatiatravelers.com. Then you find that that website is really doing that accommodation is really doing very well. So every month I have a check coming in from these 2 websites, booking.com and croatiatravelers.com. So then you find that because it's a holiday home, it's a cozy holiday home, there's no so much noise, there's nothing, you find a lot of people coming to that house. And of course, even during this time of pandemic, I still get tourists. So then you find that it is easier for you to make money that way if you have a good accommodation, and if you really a good host, because you also need to be a good host to your guests. So then that is another way of making money. Another way of making money is starting a restaurant. And if you can start a restaurant and also at the same time have an accommodation, so you have a restaurant and an accommodation at the same time, it is really, really nice and convenient for you, because you'll have people eating in your restaurant and then sleeping in your accommodation at the same time. So then it's going to really give you double profit. And of course, if you look for good location, because location is important, you need to go to places like Plitvice Lakes or Zagreb or Dubrovnik, Split, Pula, those touristic places, touristic areas. If you're focusing on Croatian cuisine, then you can do it anywhere in Croatia. But if you're focusing on international cuisines, maybe you want to do Mexican, you want to do Indian, then it doesn't do very well in such an environment, in this area or in an area where there are not so many international people. So you have to focus on the areas where there are international people, and then you can start your restaurant there. You can start by a small restaurant, and then from there you can expand as you get more clients and as you continue growing. So that is how you can make money. Also, another way of making money, if you really don't have money to start a business, you can start a construction service. So you just don't have, like, you not doing the big construction jobs, you just go and repair things for people, like a handyman, because there are so many people who need those services. So if something is broken, for example, in somebody's house, you go and fix it, and then you get paid per hour, and that is really nice, because then in Croatia, that is one thing we are missing. We are missing handymen, because most of them are not there. The handymen, most of them left to Germany and to other European countries. So then you find that if you are a nice person and if you are a trustworthy person, that you can show up every day and you don't take rakia a lot, like you take rakia after your job, then you will never lack work. Because if you're a handyman, you can also cut grass. There is a lot of grass to be cut in many lands in Croatia, because many Croatians have big chunks of land and there is a lot of grass, and always they're cutting grass every spring and also summer. You find that if you can offer that service, then you can also make money that way. Another way of making money in Croatia is actually starting your own online business. What do I mean by this? This one, you don't even need a single coin. You just need your phone and social media. So if you are good at different services, or if you're good at a different kind of field, maybe you are a photographer, you can make a photography course and offer it online for free. Or you can also do YouTube, and if you have specialty in a different kind of niche, maybe different kind of things that you like to do, and you would like to share your knowledge with the rest of the world, you can just do it from the comfort of your bedroom. And of course, I would advise you to start this kind of online business from where you are. Don't come here and start it, because then you'll be able to gauge whether you can make enough money to survive in this country. Also, you can start another all kind of online business is translation, and there are a lot of people making money from translations. Because for us, actually, when we came to Croatia, we didn't come with a job. We didn't start right away from a job with a job. So then my husband was translating, and the good thing with being a translator, you can translate from anywhere in the world. So he was translating, and we hopped from one country to the other, and also including Croatia. And he translated all through, and he was able to cater for our needs until, of course, we started the other businesses. So right now, even you can begin with the translation. It doesn't matter which language. So you need to first start getting your first clients, and then from there you can move from one part to the other. Of course, you don't start with like 10 euros per hour, or maybe 50 euros per hour. Sometimes it starts very little, and then it builds up from there as you gain your experience and your knowledge in translation. So then you just need to see what you're really interested in, because it doesn't matter which kind of business. Even being an English teacher online, you can be an English teacher teaching Chinese students, and then you're still getting paid, and at the same time you are living in Croatia in a very normal life. So then I think those are very different ways, and very basic ways that you can make money in Croatia. And of course, I'm going to make more videos on this topic. Thank you. See you next time.